And welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, the hardest career series. Today's episode is the second episode of our submarine experiments. We've got the Alpha class ship submersible. It's electrically powered still, but it has a fuel cell on board. We've got one already to launch at the one to launch facility near the island. But first of all, we'll head into the aircraft hangar and take a very quick look at it. Okay, so this is the Alpha class SS. As you can see, it's slightly more streamlined than the submersible. So we've got the side of the rear. So we've got the electric propeller. We've got two large battery banks. We've got the solar panels for auxiliary charging the batteries. We've got the fuel cell here, which is the main way that we're going to be charging the batteries up. And that can be used underwater, unlike the other previous fuel cell we was using. And to supply it, we've got a liquid fuel tank on either side. With a lot of fuel. We've got the dive control planes, conning tower. We've got the periscope with the camera on top. So that's acting as the actual periscope lens itself. Obviously, we can't have put a periscope together ourselves, so the camera's going to have to do. So we've got the main ballast tanks forward and rear. So we've got fore and aft. And two sets of smaller trim tanks. There and there. Got some science. Well, docking port just there. Just in case they get stranded and the cat submerge. The cat surface. There's something else can be sent down to dock with that and rescue the crew. So we've got some signs. We've got the thermometer, the barometer, mystery goo, and something we haven't used before. So I'll try and pronounce this correctly. Submersible oceanographic bathymetry. So I've never used that before. So it'll be quite interesting to find out what we actually get from it. Okay, so altogether we have up to 10 crew and enough supplies for 105 days for the 10 crew. Right now, Jebediah is the only one that's on board right now. But we'll take another couple with him, including some maybe Leia or Bill or Bob, someone else. Okay, so that's about it. So we've got one of these ready at the water launch facility. So we'll head over to the island and begin today's test. Okay, so once again at the water launch facility near the island. So I did actually fill the ballast tanks with a little bit of water, just so the sub would sort of sit in the water a little bit easier. It's not too bad though. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so the ledge is just there, so I'll head in that direction. Yeah, not a huge amount of movement obviously. Okay, let's dive. Okay, so another lesson to be learned is if you want to fill a large tank, you need more pumps. Okay, this may take quite a while. Okay, as you can see, it's taken quite a few minutes to get down here. And the proper shaft still doesn't seem to want to push us along at a decent rate. So I'll put SAS on again. And it is using a lot of electricity. 21. Okay, nearly 22 units of electricity per second. Yeah, nothing at all really. Okay, we'll have to have a look and see what other propulsion systems we can use. This isn't all that powerful. No, force collisions, it would pull an aircraft along or push an aircraft along, but it wouldn't push a submarine. Because if Kerbin's sea is anything like Earth, it's 10 times more dense than the atmosphere. So it takes effectively 10 times more power, or more torque at least. So let's look and see if we can find some actual dedicated ship propellers, maybe a mod or something like that, but right now. So that's more pumps. Although we are actually now heading up, which isn't where I want it to be. So balance is also an issue as well. But not that much. It does seem to sort of conform with the lay of the surface of the ocean bed itself. Okay, there we go. Now we're balanced. Okay. So let's try the fuel cell. Liquid fuel oxygen. Missing oxidizer. You are joking. Oh, of course it is oxidizer. I forgot. It's a closed circuit. Oh dear me, this isn't going very well. Not going well at all. We've got 8,913 for electric charge, so that's not an issue really. Things don't seem to want to go properly. Okay, so activate the camera. Yeah, it's not too good, but it's not too bad either. Take a proper look. Yeah, we can't angle this camera down, can we? No, or across. No, it's just a basic black and white camera. Not too bad though. So you are quite deep. Let's take a proper look. So 34 meters deep. No, 20. Is that 20? No, 26 meters away from the surface. So head straight. When we head downwards, we'll actually sit on the seabed. It's only a shelf. It's only a very shallow shelf. That's why I chose this location to put the actual water launch facility at. Because if you have a problem, you crash onto the bottom of the surface. At least you've got a chance. It's not going to go straight down to 400, 500, 600 meters worth of water. Oh, we have. Data from the barometer seems to indicate a storm within the next few hours. A storm here in the water. And if you'll get to see a shipwreck, you hope it's not yours. 2.9 signs, that's not bad. Try a thermometer. There we go. The water here is warmer than in the open ocean, perhaps because there's less of it for the sun to warm up. 1.9 science. Now the Mr. Magoo. Observe Mr. Magoo. Oh, 2.4. Okay. The goo wobbles around in its container and starts to seep out of the holes. We don't want that. Let's keep that. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. So obviously we need 50-50 of oxidizer next time we try this, which won't be for a while. I will continue to develop it. Obviously, ultimately, we want a nuclear-powered submarine, so we won't need to mess around with any of the fuel cells. curious looking thing, isn't it? Very strange. Okay, let's collect it. Ooh, 3.8. No loss for transmission. Shallows of Kerbin shores. Kerbin's shallow tidal regions are teeming with microbial life, silt, and a tremendous amount of tiny green tadpole-like animals. Don't suppose that's where the Kerbals come from. They are green. Okay, let's save it. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we've got docking camera. Docking lights is a crossfeed. Yeah, standard task. That's fine underwater as well. Obviously water and space are almost the same environment. Well, obviously not, but the reverse of pressure, I suppose. Okay, nothing else we can really do, because we can't flipping move anywhere. And if we could, we'd be taking up a lot of electric charge. So obviously, more batteries. Oxidising these tanks for next time. And more pumps on each of these tanks, these ballast tanks. So we'll try that. So I'm going to head back into the aircraft hangar and put this all back together. Put the improvements in place. Check, see what engines we've got. Might just need to enlarge this one. Might be because we've tweaked scaled it down a little bit to make it fit. But I'll put a full size one. We'll see how we go. Okay, so before I headed back into the aircraft hangar, take a look what we got. So we got 1.9, 2.9, 2.4, 3. So we got 11 signs we've earned. It's not too bad. Gives us 34.1. Yeah, 60,566. We've got Bill, Leah, and Jeb back. Oh. Yeah, I think that's probably why the little single little propeller, the electric propeller, wasn't pushing anything, because it's 250 tons when it's submerged. Oh, no wonder. And Leah's... Oh, Jeb. I thought Leah would have... Oh, well, never mind. So he's been awarded 150 points or more signs. Ribbon. Ooh. So that's quite a heavy submarine. Okay, I'm going to head back into the aircraft hangar and add those pumps. I'll see what other motors we can add. I think maybe the electric motor just needs to be tweak scaled back up to its standard stock size. We'll take a look at the TW1 and see if I can fit anything else. If not, we shall have to try something else. Okay, so back at the water launch facility. You can see it seems to be going nose first all the time. So I see there's a slight balance issue. We can easily correct it. Pumping more water into the aft ballast tank. Yeah, but balancing doesn't seem to work. 98.4% to 55. Obviously it's a little bit too much now. If we carry on diving though, something tells me it will correct itself. Okay, so down onto a decent level, then we'll test propulsion system. We'll see if we can move about at least a little bit and see if we can collect more signs. Okay, so it look like we have a pretty bad issue with balance again. So we've got both of the aft trim tanks and the main ballast tanks at the back there completely flooded. But we still seem to be nose heavy. 8.4% forward ballast tank, and these are all full, as you can see. And we still can't balance. Okay, so I'm going to see if we can just we'll flood the ballast. I don't think the nose is going to come. I don't think the nose is going to come up, but the tail isn't going to come down either. The stern is not going to come down. I can't see it coming down because it's just not heavy enough. And this electric propeller engine is just far too greedy on electric charge as well. So I'm going to have to get the engineers to develop an actual dedicated submarine propeller, otherwise known as a propulsor. So it develops a lot more power than this. This is 220 something. Yeah, there's no point keeping that because it's ridiculous. It will not balance properly. If we can get some balance, but we can't. But it's 226 kilonewtons as opposed to only 40, which is what it was. But it's just too heavy. It just adds too much weight. So I'm going to carry this on in the next episode. So I'm going to head back into aircraft hangar right now. Okay, so I've got 1.8 science. So not a complete loss. 59,768. So that's the mass liquid fuel. It uses quite a lot of liquid fuel and a lot of electric charge, as I said. At full throttle, it's almost about 180 per second. So those motors are not designed for underwater use. So I have to find something that is. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, 250 tons. It's actually more. It's 460 something, as we saw. Fully flooded. Those ballast tanks are pretty damn heavy. So Bob, Sigvi, and Val, I've got a 250 ton vehicle weight. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so for the next episode, I think we're going to have to be sticking with the submarine. Once I find the propulsor for the subs in themselves. We need a specialist part for pushing something underwater. As I said, water on Earth is 10 times more dense than atmosphere. So it takes a lot. Plus the fact we're pushing a lot of weight, almost 5, well the best part of 500 tons, isn't it, I suppose? 460, 470 tons. Alright, that's it in this episode. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click like, it's appreciated. Also, if you do enjoy the content on the channel, clicking the subscribe button and sharing the content is very much appreciated as well. It does help the channel grow. If you wish to leave a comment or ask a question, you're more than welcome to do so. But to keep in mind, everyone, I do have a moderator team who will go through the comments before they're enabled on the channel and also sent to me if you need an answer. I do try to get to people, but sometimes I can't quite manage everyone. Okay, we also have Discord, Facebook and Twitter. You'll find links to all 3 of those platforms on the banner front page of the channel. You'll also find a donate button next to those 3 links if you wish to show your appreciation for all the hard work in a monetary fashion. All of the money that is every penny that is received is gratefully received and goes straight back into investing into the channel for this series, other series, now and in the future. Okay, once again, thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, as always, take care. Bye bye.